Guys, guess what time it is? It is 5:41 in the morning, and I just feel like yapping. Hello, my name is Eve. I like to talk about disturbing books and recommend them to you. Today, we're going to be talking about some drama. Now, I spend a lot of time on my YouTube watching commentary, tea channels. I love commentary channels. And so I was like, let me give my 2 cents on some tea and keep you guys updated with Booktok tea, and give you guys my opinion on what is going on right now. So there I am on Threads, which is where I get a lot of my like updates on what exactly is happening in the book talk community and just book talk drama in general. And a lot of the times I really don't care about it because I feel like it doesn't really pertain to me. And I feel like maybe this doesn't pertain to me either, but it's an interesting topic to talk about, and it's also something that I feel like could happen to any genre. So, this YouTuber called Kallmekris. She is very well known in the YouTube community. I've seen some of her videos, I've seen some of her clips. She posted a video talking about the book talk community, specifically the romance community, which I'm not a part of. But I want to talk about this really, really bad because she shined a light onto the community and was trying to like trash talk them and make people feel ashamed for what they're reading. Which, as someone who reads like genuinely fucked up books, I will never shame someone for reading whatever they like to read because, first of all, who the fuck am I to say, oh, romance is gross, dark romance is disgusting, when I'm over here reading about caca, wee wee, pee pee, poo poo eaters? You know what I mean? So she uploaded that video and immediately it was catching heat. Immediately. So she decided to change the title multiple times. It went from "these viral TikTok smut books are really gross" to TikTok crossing the line with these spicy books? And then she finally changed it to "Book Talk is Wild" before unlisting the video. Start with that first title, "These viral TikTok smut books are really gross." She was in the video, I didn't see the whole thing, but she was essentially trying to say that these books are gross because they are broadcasted and advertised to children because they have cartoon covers, which they are not. They are not. I feel like, even as someone who does not read that genre at all, I know that these are romance smut books. Also, I know that most romance books have that kind of stuff in it, especially nowadays. And it's not really up to the advertisers to deem what is and isn't for kids. I know they're not advertising to kids. This falls on the responsibility of the parents to make sure that they're doing research as to what kind of media their child is consuming. These books are not advertised to kids, in my opinion. Hey, this is my opinion, by the way. I don't think so. I feel like they just have, because what do you want? I feel like these books are just discreet. Do you want the romance books with the six pack abs and the half naked girl? No, it's more discreet to pick up a book and read it in public without feeling any type of way when the book cover is like a guy on a skating rink. You know what I mean? She's entitled to her own opinion, just like I am. That's why I'm yapping. I'm not a romance reader. I'm not one of those book talk girlies. I do not read romance. But to call the whole genre really gross, I hate that shit. Or to shame people for reading, hey, at least they're picking up a fucking book. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Why are we shaming people for what they read? And maybe I just feel very passionate about this because I'm constantly shamed for what I read. And so to see, you know, my book talk girlies who love the smut, who love the romance, being shit on for liking, I feel like the basics when it comes to book talk is majority smut and romance. Shut the fuck up. Let these girlies read what they want to read, or men, non binaries as well. Also, I have a problem with changing the title multiple times and unlisting the video. If you're obviously you felt some type of way, you sat down, you hit record, you created the title yourself. I don't know if she edits her own videos, but like she did the whole fucking process. Stick to it. I hate that. Don't be weak. Own it. If you think that these shits are fucking gross, own it. Don't change it because everyone is dogging on you. Obviously, you felt some type of way. Stand by what you said, stand by your words. You know, that's something that also really frustrates me. Like, if you're going to say something that's on your mind and you're going to get hate for it, you should have known. Like, this was not, you're entering Booktok. These girlies take their books very seriously. Did you think that they were going to be like, yeah, you're right, I'm just gonna quit reading these books now? No, you were gonna get hate. It's expected. Own it. Don't be a fucking pussy. That shit pisses me off. Smidge more respect if she just kept the videos up and stood her ground and been like, hey, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. But another thing that she was saying is that she she got essayed. So that's why she doesn't like these books, which is so valid. So valid. I get that. I get a lot of people in my comments talking about they cannot read certain subject matter that I recommend because of things that have happened to them. I get that. What I don't get is shaming people for their coping mechanisms, because there are so many girlies I know who love these books, especially the dark romance, especially the more like cat and mouse themed, and they've been essayed. And this is like a weird way of them coping. Just like there's a lot of books that I read where some of the things in the books have happened to me. And it's just like a coping mechanism of being able to read this material and being able to pick and choose when you want to shut that book and end that scene, which is something that you weren't able to do when that action was happening to you. It's a controlled anxiety that I like being able to control the book and when I want to finish it and when the scene ends for me. Don't shame people for their coping mechanisms, especially because these coping mechanisms aren't hurting anyone and aren't hurting the people that are coping with these issues. Even though I've expressed multiple times about how I do not like romance books and how for me they don't read right, like it's just, I stand with you girlies. I stand with you because apparently we're both reading really gross things. We stand together, united. Also, another thing is that I feel like she didn't do enough research into the community to realize that there is a difference between, your run of the mill smutty romance books and the dark romance books. Like, of course, the dark romance books are going to be so graphic and like borderline disturbing versus like the little smutty romance books. And she was talking about that and comparing them in the same group, which I feel like you can't. A romance novel is so different from a dark romance novel. I don't know, guys. That's just my 2 cents. What did you guys think of the video? What do you guys think about this discussion? If there is a discussion, I just thought it was weird and I wanted to talk. I hope everyone has a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. If you want to see more yapping videos like this,